These goblins are worse than the trolls. Half as dumb and twice as mean.
At least they don't have that distinct underside of a bridge aroma.
Better that than reeking.
My, I see you appear and everything brightens. Such is the joy you have brought us. Please be. I'm swell and settled here in Silver Glen. I have a roof over my head instead of menacing forest canopies looming above. I have a cosy bed to sleep in instead of moss and leaves to lie on. I have a husband to cuddle come the night instead of having to stand and watch for bloodthirsty beasts that hunt by the moon. As you can tell, dear friend, I am well indeed. Oh, he's doing peachy, as am I. We do still feel great sadness for what happened to our friends in Hunter's Edge, but the selfish side that houses in every soul is mighty glad we made it out together. A new smithy, a new life. The gods are kind to us.
Welcome, your knightship. Oh, be welcome indeed. As you can see, we have set up shop here in Silverglen. And as a matter of course, you'll get my wares at prices that no one else has a right to claim from me. I've a song in my heart and a spring in my step, my liege. I've had orcs on my tail and bandits to boot, and yet I live. How can I be anything but happy? She's alive and kicking, my liege, just like she always was. Oh, certainly she can be a handful, but I wouldn't really have it any other way. We survived thanks to you, and each hour we are together I count as a blessing. Oh, the smithy's doing grandly, your knightship. Thanks to your valiant rescue of Alfie, I haven't had to abandon my most valuable gear, which means my products are up to the high standards you may expect from Bjorn Stoutborn, for such is my name and such is my reputation. Oh, so good of you to drop by, my liege. As always, be welcome.
Malbenita, a source hunter in Silver Glen. I have traveled mile on top of mile to find help, and now help has, appeared from skinny vapors.
Did you see the way the guards...
My story? Well, this is no small tale. I think perhaps you will be more interested in the, the short end of stick. I believe Lawrence, the leader of Mining Guild, tell my husband and many of other workers to mine deadly ore called tenebrium. Lawrence knew that this ore caused rot. Charming name, no? Yet ordered miners to continue. Many men, my Ben among them, become the sickness. And now they, kick down the bucket. But the sickness, it is not normal. It kills swift and terrible, not unlike Source. My son Sebi and I travel from our home to find truth, but this has proven not so easy. My sweet little Pomargo Vizago, my darling Ben, we got along like, peas and ferrets. But here there is work, very well paid, in mines, clearing special rock from silver mine. So he leaves Sebi and I to come to Silver Glen. We wait with hearts like stones for some months. And one day we see familiar figure moving with strange steps on path toward cottage. We run to meet him and take him into our arms, but he collapses at our touch. We help him inside and set him to rest. But he was in terrible condition. Each hour he grow worse, rot so fast we hardly recognize him after 2 short days. He slip away from us, and we bury him with much grief.
Are you hungry, Alfie? Oh, I hope you are, because you're getting a whole cow just for you.
When his father died, Sebi became restless. Being of the age, he joined army and go straight to front line. Though I was nearly old woman, I joined army as healer to be near and look after my boy. There we saw special legionnaire using strange weapon. And this legionnaire soon come to my tent with the same disease that killed Ben. I discovered the tenebrium ore in this weapon. It was the ore that killed them both. I come to Silver Glen to discover truth, and here I find Lawrence, that arrogant man, conducts his business without apologize to any. Exactly this. Please, Source Hunter, you must help me prove that Lawrence made his workers to mine deadly tenebrium. For your help, I offer blessing from my homeland. Se vi mal successos, mi planto serit sarbo cae tormenti via nepo soggiai branco. Translation is difficult, but it means something like, if you fail, I will plant cherry tree and haunt your grandbaby beneath branches. Good luck. I will do my best to give answer, Source Hunter. Nothing natural could cause such terrible disease at mere touch. If you ask me, I say dark magic, maybe even source at its root. That foul thing! May Zalmoxis strike him down, the murderer! I have one goal in Silver Glen, to make him share in the suffering he caused. I am certain he has gained from making those miners take the tenebrium. Now I have only to prove it. I have not found scrap of civilization among these apes. Sebi longs for heaping plate of my famous sire mule, but the local fairs support no fine food, unless squirrel meat inspire you. As for neighbors, well, those cultists would rather sacrifice supper to goddess than eat it. A terrible disease. It transforms flesh of living into flesh of corpse, while infected person still lives. Arms grow black and heavy, legs grow black and heavy, hair rots from scalp. Cielo helpo min! Oh, what memories I have. This illness, this rot, it sounds very much like the disease that came to Home Forest.
If the scum who infected your forest are here,
Remember
we'll
to
round
take a
up every
break
last
now and
one of
again,
them.
Bjorn.
You can set your clock by that, lady.
For the love of the gods.
Hello and welcome to our shop. I am the son of the proprietor, Nadia. Please let us know how we can help you. You've probably noticed that my mother Nadia and I aren't from around here. No. We traveled rather far from our hometown to plant new roots here in Silver Glen. My father, Ben, his death was somewhat mysterious, and we've traced the puzzle back to this little settlement. My mother will have plenty to say on that subject, if you're interested. My father was a good man, equal in character to his wife. His death nearly destroyed us, Ma and me. But now we're here, and we won't leave until we've held the proper parties accountable for their role in his death. Ma's a bit intense, to be sure. Set in her ways, but fiercely loyal to the family. Help her out and you've got a friend for life. Cross her, and you'll be better off skipping town. Not that that'll stop her from cursing your line for the next 1,000 cycles of Bendis.
Over here, Hunter. It's me, Ahu. Over here, Hunter. Me, Ahu. Over here, Hunter. It's me, Ahu. Source Hunter. You've made it into the hamlet of Silver Glen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, but the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves Immaculates. They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners, to have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them. The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed and, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town. Haven't you heard them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals. Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health, if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad. But I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true. I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silver Glen, for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim, of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large. If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's followers. The Immaculate's presence here is highly disconcerting. But we mustn't lose sight of our mission, Source Hunter. The White Witch resides somewhere in the wilds of the surrounding forest, and we must find her.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage. Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
one of Rivellon's most ancient creatures.
I'd wager someone or something made mad and mighty by Source.
Crabs aren't so bad, you know. At least they aren't poisonous. Careful now! Cave spiders can be rather crabby if you disturb them.
So we're on the hunt for something capable of taking out not one, but 2 dragons?
Delight of delights.
Heard any good tales, my friend?
My great-great-grandad used to tell me about a great red stone that made the local fauna fierce enough to take on these dragons. Oh, wow! You haven't been pinched in half or drowned. Does that mean you're brave enough to help Desdemona? She's sure...
Do you suppose that's what destroyed those dragons?
How can I suppose anything with those eyes sizing me up like so much rump roast?
It's drawing water from the sea!
It'll use it against us unless we can stop it.
It's not over till the headless man sings!
Face the unending darkness.
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
Face the unending darkness.
This arrow flies truer than most.
All right,
write my next tale in your blood!
Leech this evil from my blood. Eternal silence awaits you!
Stay back, my friend.
I've spotted something interesting.
none of that, you hear? Your flesh. Why, you're positively radiating. It's been years since a warm blood has wandered through these caverns. An utterly lovely sight. I know not. I know so little. My life in full I recall, from my earliest memories to my most recent sorrows. But why I should be trapped in this spectral form, I cannot say. I was on board a ship from Arata to Sicil. The night was black as ink, and the lighthouse in the distance offered us no aid. The ship's hull soon met the cragged shallows, and we were all of us lost. The thing I can least reconcile is that my own husband, my Samson, keeps the lighthouse. What could have become of him that night? My mind races with the possibilities. Gossipers, they nearly ruined me. In life, I was a natural philosopher, you see, a student of the stars. Arata, an elfish land not so far from Sicil, happens to boast the finest telescope in all of Rivellon. So I set sail, planning to spend several weeks there enhancing my research. When I arrived, I found an instant friend in the telescope's keeper, an elfish scientist named Faladar. We had much to share concerning our studies and found great joy in one another's company. It was a friendship as pure as starlight, but that didn't keep the rumors from flying. As the insinuations became increasingly vile, I thought it best to sail back to Sicil straight away and to introduce Faladar, my friend, to Samson, my only love, putting any and all foul rumors to rest. As you know, though, we never made it. Faladar is lost forever, and what has become of my darling Samson, I know not. He could never. You mean to say he left us to those savage waters on purpose? I can't believe it. And yet, if what you say is true, well, I must meet him in any case. To the lighthouse, you said? Fine.
Desdemona, my love, I should have known you would never betray me. I should have known your love to be as constant as the sky,
madness took hold of my heart, and with razor nails scratched murderous intent into its depths. And yet, look at us now. Not even death could impede our reunion. I beg of you, my love, forgive me. With but a word you can heal my heart, efface the scars that lunacy left there. Forgive me, my wife, my own. Forgive me.
You've heard the whole story by now. Perhaps you can help me settle my mind. Half of me is furious and the other half is utterly enraged. What do you think of my murderer husband?
Desdemona is under no obligation to forgive her murderer, no matter how sorry he may be.
Agreed. No one ought to feel compelled to forgive the fiend who snatched his or her life away.
Right you are. This cur deserves no more of my forgiveness than the devil himself. Away from me, for good this time.
Heartbreak I have sowed, and heartbreak I must reap. Come, eternity. Let loneliness be thy instrument of torture. Regret I rack. It is no more than I, blackest of souls, deserve. For it was love itself that I yielded to the waves.
I worry about seeing you in the next life, but I'm certain you alone will be banished to hell. Goodbye forever, butcher.
Kingdom for a dry shirt!
Good to have you back, Sauce Hunter. A sight for sore eyes indeed. Roots will never make it inside these walls. Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not the mood for cheese. Excuses for hope.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Read a big cheese on your block with a comes as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for fire.
Where's young Esmeralda these days? She has the softest lap to lay in. Winking Whiskers! You found my collar? Oh, thank you! Bless you! I shall don it right this instant and hie me to Maxine as fast as my paws can carry me. You have made me the happiest cat in the world! Indeed you have!
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more honed than a slice of this pie.
Maxine, my love, look at me. I'm wearing it. The collar I told you about. The one you told me was but the fancy of a dream. Here it is. A band of jewels, such as no one in Sicile has ever beheld.
Dear me, that choker looks absolutely fabulous on you. Simply smashing. I can't believe it's real. Oh, darling Sam, you are a Tom of means after all.
That I am, my little tigress. Behold my true collar and marry me. Make me yours, and my very life I shall dedicate to your happiness.
Oh, what a passionate puss you are, my darling Sam. As impetuous as ever. But indeed you do seem to have the right and reason to be. Oh, I shall hold you in suspense no longer. Yes, my dear Sam, I will marry you.
With a word, you have stopped my heart and set it beating anew with untold vigor. Come, my love, my lean-tailed lady. By the fire of the hearth, let us lie and purr the night away.
And so Sam's story has a happy end after all.
There was quite a bit of troubled water to be crossed, but in the end, Maxine turns out to really love him.
Does she, though? She said yes the instant she saw the jewels in his collar. If it weren't for his wealth, she wouldn't give him the time of day.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more honed than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. I cannot believe Jake was a sorcerer. What depravities did he commit? Was he planning to use me as a sacrifice? Ooh, I shudder to think that for years I have lain next to him at night, peacefully sleeping, while his thoughts dwelt on blood and devilish magic.
the source. So, let me get this straight. There are insidious sorcerers running about town that turned account by Belagar's nethers. Sounds like a fantasy tale mothers tell their children before bed. And I bet none of it's more than fantasy either. Though no doubt Ahu puts stock in your every word. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, I am Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil, by which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead, for I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into drivelling hordes of their own misshapen number. If you must. What'd you take me for? An ignoramus? That accursed name rings a god's damned Carillion. He was the last sorcerer king, a frightful warrior that fell dozens before finally being slain by the army that had risen against him. We may well stand on unholy ground right now, for they say his remains were buried in what is now Sicil, a mad king for a mad city. I don't see how my mother-in-law is any of your business, Hunter. I heard she has a cottage in the forest north of the city. I'm sure it's made of gingerbread and you'll find the remains of eaten children.
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels, criminal scum!
Source hunter or no, not a single non-legionnaire is permitted into the treasure room. Pockets have a pesky habit of growing extra deep in such places.
Recruits! That was sloppy on the Sicilian stew. Again!
Fleet of foot! I'm invincible! Ha!
though not half so bloody.
I'll make short work of this scum. Life roils within these veins. Would you care to hear a little tale?
On my feet again. Seven, aid me!
Your enemies are my prey, Sorcerer.
celestial glow. Please, assist me, friend! Valiant dash! Back on my feet again.
I'm prepared to join my sorrows with ale.
Back on my feet again. Bless the seven, I am restored. As good as a new penny.
Ooh!
A stitch in time, eh, my friends? Ah! I needed that.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
I need oil.
Soaked to the skin. Sodden all the way to my boot soles. Darling Arachnid, aid my plight!
My target dances in shadow.
can see the white light.
May the goddess guide you through the forest, keep you safe.
Aid me!
Come forth and weave a tale for me.
No grave contains me.
I can smell your fear.
Chaos grips my hands today.
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter. Stay back, my friend. think I'll go for the eyes this time.
Sweet relief.
Revitalized and restored!
Life roils within these veins.
I invoke the power of the giants.
Eternal silence awaits you.
You were right there. Spirits of water, show your strength! As good as a new pen.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Woo!
on my feet again.
A stitch at time, eh, my friends?
I spotted something.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
Soaking spray! Sodden all the way to my foot soles!
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
I'm dying.
Not this time! You were right there!
to sustain me.
Healing right when you need it.
Consumes me!
The Seven call me home.
Welcome to Silver Glen, home and hearth of Immaculate.
I can't move! Confound this enfeebling wizardry!
Sing of your entrails.
Please assist me, friends!
What do you think, Source Hunter? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
The seven call me home.
I'll write my next tale in your blood.
awaits you.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
I'll make short work of this scum.
You were right there. Drown this land! It. Shadows!
make short work of this scum. Would you care to hear a little tale? What do you think, Source Hunter? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom? from the mines.
No news, sir. Goblins will slice us to ribbons if we approach the bridge.
Unacceptable. I want those goblins out of my mine by yesterday. Send another man. As many as it takes.
We haven't enough men among us to take on even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out! Make it happen, even if you have to spear Drexis yourself.
Source hunter, are you? What brings you to this neck of the woods? The goblins? The orcs? The cult? Or the whole pretty bouquet? Don't be surprised if you hear more than a few unkind words about yours truly around town. An overseer's got to enforce his share of unpopular guild decisions, you know. I'm finished with this one-pony rodeo, though. I did my best by these roughnecks, and now it's time for old Brandon to take a load off. In fact, you may...
Let's hear the details.
I must say I'm also intrigued.
Oh, I knew a source hunter'd perk up at the sound of a challenge.
Between you and me, the Troll King's sitting on a piece of treasure of more value than even he knows. A metal called tenebrium that can fetch a prettier sum than its weight in gold. I intend to lift it, sell it, and live out the rest of me days in comfort.
The devil's in the details, though, and I haven't managed to find a way to access the King's Cave, much less make off with the stuff without being noticed. But you're a source hunter. You can sniff out any point of mystery.
So let's make a deal, You find the tenebrium and bring it to me, and I'll deliver you a few pieces of information about Silverglen, and Lawrence in particular, that are sure to make your mouth water.
I wouldn't wish the wrath on me worst enemy, though.
So let me give you a little something to contain the tenebrium bars. It's lined with the fragments of a special stone that keeps rats' ill effects at bay.
Apart from Gungir's stature and incurable case of the uglies, he's not so different from a parakeet. Got a brain the size of a pea and a fervent passion for all things bright and shiny. The nutty oaf sits on a river of silver beneath these mines, but leases it to the mining company for a fraction of its worth in gold. He'd rather put those hefty minions of his on toll duty than mine these hills himself for 5 times the reward.
I can't be certain myself where his cave is located, but at least one of those oaf lackeys of his must know where to look. They've got to do something with all the gold they've gathered in the course of guarding those damned bridges, haven't they? I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend. A strange sort of substance, discovered here around 2 years ago, and folks have been clamouring to get their paws on the rancid stuff ever since. To the right buyer, it's worth more than diamonds. Ross! You're a curious sort of fella, aren't you? Ask around. Half the men here have a brother who died from it. The other half were cured by that cult. I remember him well. Decent man, strong-backed, with something of a funny accent, no? He managed to leave Silverglen alive, but as I recall, the symptoms of wrath were already upon him.
Well, kick my cap and call me Sue. Taking tasks from back dealers, are we? God's almighty.
A source hunter! My liege, I am at your disposal. I am Lawrence, the representative of the mining guilds responsible for operations in Silverglen. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you. Oh, I am no one special. Merely a humble servant of the guild and shepherd to the happy flock of miners within this settlement. My only cause for complaint, Your Grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing it, my liege. To think how I've been betrayed. To think how the humble miners of Silver Glen suffer. I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the tenebrium from our mine, you see. The leader of the troop, a satin-spitting Satan named Drexis, promised to clear the tenebrium and be gone. When the job was done, though, he and his band of totem-brained fiends refused to vacate. They've kept close guard of the bridges to the mine since, and they'll slice whoever dares approach them into ribbons. These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, Your Grace, and if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners from a slow starvation, my liege. What's one goblin over countless disenfranchised workers? Please, Your Grace, I am completely at your disposal. Ah, yes. Ben. Of course, one of our many noble miners, Your Grace. A smallish man. I believe he's around here somewhere, isn't he? Useless stuff, my liege. Worse than common dirt. But 10 times as difficult to extract and infinitely more dangerous. If only we'd known in advance the terrible effect rot would have, we would have stopped trying to clear it immediately. Yes, a dreadful business, that. I've been fortunate enough to avoid the sickness so far, my liege, but my heart truly breaks for the families of those who've been afflicted. You see, my liege, when a miner has been overlong exposed to tenebrium, he begins showing certain symptoms. Gangrene about the extremities, fatigue, malaise. At first we attributed these symptoms to, well, to poor diet, laziness, and general malingering. Had we known then what we've since discovered, we never would have continued operations. But alas, mistakes were made, and those we lost can never be brought back, no matter what that crackpot conduit would have one believe. My liege, you ought not to concern yourself with the fraudulent leader of a crackpot cult. Really, the whole affair is an utter embarrassment to Silver Glen. Some insane huckster, calling herself the conduit of the goddess, made her way to Silver Glen at the height of the rot hold on our miners. The people were desperate, you see. When by magic or illusion she managed to cure a handful of them of the affliction, every last one of the bunch began speaking of her as though she were some messiah. Now most of the town is taken with her little cult of immaculates, as she calls them. Fortunately for her, she disappeared shortly after her little trick. Or I would have thrown her into prison and swallowed the key myself. Imagine hypnotizing an entire town with nothing more than snake oil. Those brutes! I invited them here to save our valued miners from the ill effects of clearing tenebrium, and those interlopers met my invitation with a hostile takeover. They haven't allowed a single human miner past them in months, and meanwhile my men have all but forgotten their vocation and turned instead to their damned religion. Enough to know the whole institution has been a blight on productivity. With the blessings of the conduit to replace a sense of a job well done, the miners care hardly at all for getting the mines back in good working order. Preposterous! What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silver Glen? You do best to do as I do, my liege, and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations.
I don't mean to make trouble where there ain't any, comrade, but in my years of hunting source, I learned that anyone so eager to climb into your lap after a moment's meeting is hiding something they hope you won't discover. I'm not saying this Lawrence character is involved in sorcery, but it wouldn't exactly surprise me a lick to find out he knows more than he's letting on. Warms my heart to picture him squirming about plain as day with 3 seasoned source hunters on his tail. Nowhere to hide his sniveling mug than at the bottom of a burlap sack.
May the goddess guide you through the forest. Welcome to as holy a sight as you'll find in this region, my friend. Immaculate greetings to you and yours.
In her holy name, halt! You shall not tread upon this immaculate road! Has rot taken your ears? I say this is an immaculate road! Only those blessed with Loic's sanction may pass here! Will it? But I was only kidding. Draw your weapon and face us indeed. Ha ha! Naught but a joke. So do move along. Do please move along. Be on your guard though, for vicious creatures crawl upon the sands. Find the skull of stone, but don't stray any further unless you wish to face foes greater than those that haunt most dreamscapes. There's no shame in preparing for the goddess's trial with a careful hand, my future friend. Heed my words. You'd do well to try your strength in lesser combat before facing what lies beyond this point.
You there! Cut it out!
Goddess be with you, knowledgeable one. There is no shame in preparing for the goddess's trial with a careful hand, my future friend. Heed my words. You'd do well to try your strength in lesser combat before facing what lies beyond this point.
in here, Mrs. Cottontail? I suppose we'll be spared the troll toll this time around.
Better a toll than being spun into dinner.
Stop that! Rat! The mighty rat belly can't stomach a little wind and dust. It pleases me to report that the only way out is through, and I don't know many outsiders who've seen the other side of the tempest.
A tempest of dust. What happened to the lush forests of Luculla?
These high plains seem a far more treacherous landscape.
I'd love to set mother upon this cruel beast.
Just say the word, lady. Unless you meant... Well, when you said mother, I just assumed. Onwards, comrades!
Days they drag their souls through fields of dust. Feet fret through fields unfamiliar.
What are you going on about? I think the dust's getting to her, comrade.
Freedom from my grasp is but a distant memory.
Venomous sister, attack! Lunatic beast!
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary. Be vigilant.
Troll toll! Troll toll, if you please. It may be pointless, life may be pointless, but the toll needs to be paid. How could it be? My life is like the bridge behind me. It goes nowhere. Loneliness such as this, how it weighs, how it burdens. Dear me, why? I stand here day and night. Humans hate me, for I must take their gold for no good reason at all. Even among my own I find no companionship. Troll toll is all they think about. Once, though, I was happy. A girl, one of your very own kind, used to pass by daily. She was bright and young and gay. She smiled. She bade me good morning. She told me about the dreams that had come to her in the night, but then she left for a faraway land. She is gone, and I have been lonely ever since. Oh, if only a jolly young girl would come to talk to me once more. It's all the goblins' fault. They cut the ropes to prevent you humans from going to the mines below. Ropeless, pointless, and yet I must cry for toll. We ask for toll because our king commands us to. He is mad for gold, all his senses crave it. Gold is his life, and therefore it is my life too. Even though I care more for the daisies in the fields than I could ever care for cold, dead metal, no matter how pretty its lustre. 1,000 gold coins, such is the toll I must ask. So, let's have the troll toll, if you please.
No, we're not going to pay to cross a broken bridge.
Indeed we are not. The mere notion is absurd.
So you will not pay? I can hardly blame you, though the rules of toll-taking trolls stipulate I must club you to death for your refusal. I shall not. He is the king of Lucula Forest, and a most formidable troll indeed. I do not even like to talk about him, for fear he might find out and crush my skull like a walnut. Archibald, though, Archibald may be willing to speak. His fine mind makes him bold. Find Archibald, a proud troll and troll father, if you wish to know about the king. Leave me, like she left me, my bonny lass. Would that another would come. Would that another would come and ask, how are you, Fumble?
Next time you must introduce me to your handsome friend. His musk dominates the breeze most pleasingly.
Excuse you, young lady. No comrade of mine is bringing a trawl to the campfire while I've got air in my lungs.
Troll toll, pay the lone troll if you please.
To hear a little tale?
Opens to welcome you.
Face the unending darkness.
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
my foes! Meet your demise! My kingdom for a dry shirt!
My target dances in shadows.
Queen.
Stand before me.
Vengeance awaits you! Sweet relief! I feel better already. Sweet relief! Look out! I see a trap nearby. Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
Our enemies have laid a trap.
I've been taken! Our enemies have laid a trap. Careful now, that's a trap. Careful now. Careful now. That's a trap. Help here! Look out! I see a trap nearby.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?